Hey, welcome back in my YouTube channel. Here with me, Nicholas, and today we're talking about 7 things you can do while being quarantined. Let's hop in. So first and foremost, thank you so much for joining me here, and click the like button if you liked the video. Leave a comment what you think and what you did and what you already knew about, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, very important, and click the notification bell to get notified for the next video. Okay, 7 things you can do to actually do in quarantine season. So I know it's hard because many people lost their job. That's bad. So many people I know of got reduced hours, which is also bad, including me. But I luckily do have my side hustle going on, but we go in there. Okay, 7 things you can do. Number 1 is going to be learn a new skill. So learning a new skill can be learning an instrument, learning a new language. ¿Habla español? No, I just started learning Spanish, so. Okay, so those are those things, but also keep in mind, maybe you learn a skill that you actually can use for making some money. Making some money out of a new skill is definitely beneficial, especially during time you actually have some time. Why do you want to learn a new skill? In order to grow, and I think life is about growing and personal improvement. I never say I'm flawless, but I do say I'm perfect, just because I have to embrace who I am, but I also need to embrace who I want to be. And the only way to get there, and my future I, or future Nicholas, has certain skills in place. Finance, different languages, being able to communicate on different levels between clients, between friends, between like-minded people, etc. And so if you find a skill or a hobby that improves your skills, that's just beneficial for you as a person. Okay, what would be the next thing? Number 2 is going to be reading. So trust me, I was one of those people who said I will never ever read a complete book. So fast forward until I turned 21, 22, and I started reading self-improvement books. The first book I've read was Think and Grow Rich. Why? Because I was so sad about where I am, and I kind of was happy where I was, but at the same time I was strictly by myself here in the United States. My family and friends and other people were back in Germany. So being alone is sort of painful, but reading helped me to actually develop certain skills and certain perspectives of life. So that's something you should keep in mind when you start reading. So for example, here in the back you see the One Thing. So that One Thing book is for entrepreneurs who are starting out or are entrepreneurs already, and that one is pretty much narrowing down what you have to do right now in order to get your goal in 5 years or 10 years. So that thing is highly recommended. I can probably put a link down below. If you're an entrepreneur, get that book. If you're an artist, get that book. If you are somebody who wants to be in the influencer space, get that book. Okay, no. But yeah, so reading is a very nice skill to it's a very nice task to do while being in quarantine. Not just that you learn something, you can also just read what is it? Science fiction or something, or like those fiction books that have just a story. This is good too. It's all about enlighten your perspectives, and you can do it in a creative way, in an educational way. It doesn't really matter. It's just that you have to get your brain a little bit working and start being creative. So being creative is a very useful skill you can have, because sometimes you need to find certain things out, and if you don't find out those kind of skills, you're screwed, as I was. But doesn't matter, progress matters. So yeah, that's gonna be readings number 2. Number 3 is absolutely important. I noticed it myself. I was used to go to the gym every single day, and I was happy with it. I spent about an hour, I think, in the gym, just working out, doing sauna, stretches, and some sort of reading in the sauna. It's kind of weird. But very important. You need to exercise. So number 3 is exercise. Home workout is not as gym workout, but it's a workout. So yeah, because exercising is a it has something to do with your mind, your mindset. So if you say, okay, I'm gonna be just on the couch, just on the chair, and just work my ass off, that's awesome. But if you don't get used to some sort of activity you don't really want or need at the very moment, then your body just learns to just sit there and do nothing. So in order to get out of that trap, get a yoga mat, or don't even. If you have a carpet, don't do anything. You have everything there. And then I bought some water because we need to drink water every time anyways, every day. So that brings you to this here. So I can actually do this, and this is 2, and this is 3. So it's not just that you get huge muscles or those things. It's more about the mindset that you train yourself to do a certain activity, what you don't necessarily need, but it's beneficial for you in the long run. So if you move your stuff and kind of stretching and doing yoga is a good example. That's what I've been doing, I think, since this year, I think. And it actually really helped me to just be more flexible. It's good. So for example, abs or squats or push-ups, those are very simple and easy tasks and exercises you can do at home without any equipment. You don't need those fancy equipments what those influencers have. It would be nice, don't get me wrong, but you don't need it. It's just important to get your pumping the blood through your veins. It's just important to just get it pumping and then just have it there. Just exercise. Do yourself a favor. And it's good for your back. So if you're constantly sitting, you hurt your back. If you're doing those exercises, you work automatically on your posture, on the spine, and that will ultimately just give you more flexibility and freedom. I don't even know what number we are on, but I think it's number 4. Stay connected. So this one is actually only for those who are not even far away. For those who are not living at home. So if you're in high school and you live with your parents, you can skip that one. But because I know how it is. But for those who left their home to build their own life, stay connected. Call your mom, and I know I'm bad. Sorry, mom. But call your mom, call your dad, call your sister. Hi, sis. Call your friends. Call all those kind of people who had a huge impact on your life. Obviously not to those who actually impacted your life negatively, but just stay in touch. I mean, now you have you have time. And if it's just, hey mom, how are you? I'm doing well. See you tomorrow. Doesn't have to be FaceTime for 7 hours. Doesn't have to be, but it's a good way to actually practice socialization while distance socializing. Yeah, but it's good. I mean, stay connected. It just helps you for communication purposes. Follow up with family members that are embracing your journey. That's all I need to say. Just do it. Connect with them. So, what is number 5? Number 5 is play games. That's for the high school kids again. Don't play useless games. Even though I love Grand Theft Auto, don't get me wrong, super nice. And actually, Grand Theft Auto is actually not that bad. Because of those missions and those tasks you need to actually accomplish. If you do those kind of things, those missions, just go play. And if your mom has something about it, just let me know and then I will talk to her. So, no, but for me, I was actually talking about brain challenging games. So that counts, for example, Sudoku, strategy games like chess or Monopoly, and then Fallout is also like a shooting game, so you're welcome. Those kind of games give your brain an opportunity to find certain ways to be more efficient or more effective. If you have a problem, you cannot solve the problem while you're playing the game, you kind of get interested into solving the problem in different other angles, different perspectives. So that again, this one brings you a different perspective onto certain problems you will face. Yes, in the game, but later on in life, if you face a problem, you will automatically try it again. You will try it again and try it again. Just because you learned to not just give up and say, okay, now I'm gonna turn off the PlayStation 4 or Xbox 360 or what is the new one? Xbox One. Because you learned, hey, wait a minute, if I try it the other way around, maybe that works. So that's the reason why you should play those strategy games. So I think you're welcome. Yeah. Okay, the next one is more for the adults and for people who are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s. If you guys watch it, 70s. Even if you are 70 and you watch this, my video, thank you so much. I'm gonna send you a gift or something. Identify your habits. Identifying habits has two good things. One, you identify good habits and you identify bad habits. What are bad habits? Bad habits are pretty much those habits they don't serve you in any way. For example, you are eating out fast food all the time. That would be a bad habit because you are actually able to cook at home. It takes longer, I know, but you feed yourself with healthy food. You have a habit that gives you the opportunity to spend money, gives you bad food or nutrition, and will lead to difficulties later in life because it's so greasy and all those things impact your health later in life. If you cook, you have two benefits. One is for the long term, which you don't realize at the moment because it's healthy for you and it's good for your blood and etc. I'm not a nutritionist, but you learn cooking. Cooking is also a very creative skill that you learn while cooking because you try to figure out, okay, what could I do to actually make it more delicious? Or you say, oh crap, now I've screwed it up with that sauce, too much of something. Next time, you know, you don't use as much as the time before. So you learn actually a skill that's creative and it strengthens your brain activity. That results to better communication skills and that will benefit you in any certain way. So you're welcome. The last one is start a side hustle. I started my company about a year ago. It's social media marketing and I educate and advise local businesses how to drive more traffic to their store. That's just my thing. I also got into e-commerce and that's a huge chunk of learning. It's pretty much a whole year of school, which I try to soak it up within like days. very intense, but those are things that also needs creativity, focus, discipline, ambition, persistence. Those are those things you need to improve. You need to improve those kind of things. And because of that side hustle, you will notice that you have pretty much almost no time anymore, because you learn so much and so intense, and you're so addicted to the next kind of challenge you will face. It's cool. So start your side hustle. It doesn't cost you anything. You can go to Fiverr.com or you can go to Upwork and can take a look what other people are offering, and then just go ahead and do the same thing. I mean, I offer services, so should you. And so this is what you brings some money and gets you some creativity skills and some communication skills, and you learn how to evaluate your customers, clients, etc. You will notice that your life is actually pretty decent compared to other people. That's good. Be grateful for what you have. That's all that matters. And now to the bonus thing you can do while being in quarantine. Are you ready? Are you ready? Don't be in quarantine. No, just kidding. Start a YouTube channel. I mean, this is literally what I just did. I started my YouTube channel in December, but I did not follow up on until the quarantine season came, and then I said, okay, now I need to post my stuff because I need to get this going. So that's pretty much what I did. Starting your YouTube channel gives you also new skills. You learn how to work with Photoshop, how to work with other editing programs, Apple products, etc. And maybe you have known Apple, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Just start a YouTube channel. Talk about those things you really enjoy doing. Is it cooking? Is it baking? Is it grooming your dog? Is it grooming your cat? Is it playing with your cat? Is it playing with your dog? Is it gardening? Doing dishes? Okay, no, I think no. Okay. Maybe it's just doing laundry. Okay. Just find something. I bet you have something what you actually can record. You have a smartphone, you're able to watch that video right now. Just do it. And you don't even have to publish it. You can just upload it and watch it yourself. I tell you, this is highly entertaining. So, for that being said, thank you so much for joining me here. Click the like button if you liked it. Leave a comment what you guys doing, and let me know if those 7 things or 8 things they actually helped you. And I see you next time. Take care. Falling through the clouds from 1,000 miles. It's like I'm never gonna